Hi everyone, right, today I'm going to demonstrate for video 1 how to approach doing a still life composition using tonal pencil. Alright, so for this you're just going to need a white sheet of paper and a pencil. Today I'm using an HB pencil, which is ideal for sketching out, but I'm also going to use other sketching pencils that I've got to hand, such as a 4B and a 5B for getting into those really dark shadow areas. Okay, I'm going to begin by looking very carefully at the space I have, and using just my eye I'm going to judge the positioning of various aspects of the composition. So here you can see that I'm doing the handle of my jug and the top shape, and again you'll see I'm just sketching lightly with a pencil. I'm not using a ruler, although you can if that's going to help you, and I'm not using a rubber because, well, not all of you might have rubber at home, so I'm basing this on materials that I think you'll have access to. At the base of my jug, and if I bring the image back, that's what's really important, is that that base is not straight. We have to make sure we have something called an ellipse in the base, and that basically means it's a sort of rounded edge. So if within your still life objects you have something which consists of ellipses, it's really important to make sure you have that rounded edge. And one key tip I would give you is to turn your drawing upside down and to make sure that that edge is nice and smooth. Your hand naturally goes like this, so it's much easier to draw those ellipses when the drawing is upside down, as opposed to when you're front facing and your hand's trying to curve in that direction. It doesn't like that. Okay, so it's definitely much better if you turn your drawing upside down for those ellipses. So stage 1 of this video is just going to be a line drawing. Stage 2 is going to be about adding tone, but if you're at home and you have other materials, I'm going to demonstrate how to use paint and how to use colour pencil, so that if you wish you can choose to do one of your compositions in that media. So I've got my first jug. I then have in the image the pear. On its side it's quite large, and I'm using negative space to judge where this pear should go. Again, bringing back the image, by negative space what I mean is the shapes in the background. So I'm going to use the shape of the inside of that handle to dictate where that pear should go and how far it should come in. Okay. So I'm just marking with my pencil rough lines that can change if they're not quite right, to guide me the position of this pear, how far it should come down. It's almost in line with my jug, slightly lower down. It's got a fuller bump at the back, so I'm just going to exaggerate that curve. And the good thing when you have fruit and veg in your composition is these organic shapes are very forgiving. Alright, you can be quite loose with those shapes and you can still make them look good, whereas with jugs and things that are more structured and linear, you know, mistakes are very obvious, and therefore, you know, you need to correct them or the drawing doesn't look right overall. This is a very simple composition, so now quite simply I'm just going to add in those red grapes in the positions that I see them in the image. Again, loosely in the background, just using line initially to connect. Okay, and that's stage 1, drawing out the artwork.